Hi everyone, welcome to Suffolk Codes. I'm Miss Jasmine. I want to thank you guys all for coming and watching the video. This is actually our last video for this season, but we still have one more office hour virtually on March 23rd at 6:30. Feel free to come join us as we talk about some of the coding modules and play games. You can sign up for the live virtual hours or via our Suffolk Public Library website. And even if you don't want to join, but you want to follow along with the coding modules, feel free to create an account on code.org. So we already begun in our Express course, and last time we did lesson 4 with collecting treasure with Laurel. And I asked you guys to create art with code, and we saw some good art pieces. So this time we're actually going to jump a little down and do lesson 9, Snowflakes with Anna and Elsa. So remember that our instructions are at the top section, and we get hints if you have a little light bulb and it has the number 2. So for this one, we are going to draw a hexagon with 50 pixels long size, and it gives instructions how to draw a hexagon, so that way we don't have to figure out right off the bat. So to draw a hexagon, we need to move forward by 50 pixels, turn right by 60 degrees, and repeat a total of 6 times. Okay. So we have our blocks on our left and our workspace in the middle. So to draw a hexagon, we need to move forward. We need to change this to 50. And we need to turn right. And it's already at 60 degrees, so we're good. But we need to repeat. And just remember our repeat button is our loop button. And we have to repeat 6 times. So we're going to move our instructions into the repeat button, and then we're going to hook it underneath a when to run. And it looks like we can also change our speed. We can go as fast as a bunny or as slow as a turtle. Let's start off in the middle. Let's see how quickly we move. Our lines, and we made our hexagon. And we wrote 3 lines of code. Remember, you can see our code by showing code. We have completed our first hexagon. Now we're going to, after our hexagon, we have to turn right by 6 degrees, then draw a line that is 150 pixels long. Finish by putting Elsa back to the center of the play area. Use the jump to the middle center position block. So that way we can jump back to the center right here. So it looks like we already have our hexagon instructions, so we don't have to make our loop for that, but we need to make our loop, or not our loop, we need to make our instructions in our code to turn right and make a line and jump. So let's see, what if we jump forward? Before we jump forward, we need to turn right. So we're going to turn right by 6 degrees, jump forward. We need to change our jump forward to 150. And then we have the jump to the middle position. Let's run it. So we have our hexagon size, and she's drawn that. And then we went down, but we didn't draw a line. So it says our coding is something's not right. So we're going to move our middle button because we knew that was right, and we did turn. So how can we get us to draw a line? There's a comment button, there's a set color, but we're not too for sure. So at least we know we're going to move our jump forward button to the back to the block space. And let's try one of our hints. And our hint is that remember that the move draws a line while jump does not. So jump just allows us to move across the screen, but it doesn't like leave a pattern behind. So instead of jump forward, we need to move forward. And it asks us to move forward by 150. And then we can jump to the middle of the center position. So reset, and let's run it again. And we have our hexagon with all 6 sides. Elsa got to draw a line and jump back to the center. Okay. So for this one, we need to make a snowflake. To turn this code into a snowflake, nest all the code inside of another repeat loop and run it a total of 6 times. You should only need to add 1 block. Okay. So we need to add another repeat loop and it needs to run 6 times. So we go ahead and change that. Now, it says to nest all the code. Do you think it means just to nest a section of the code that's not already in a loop block, or to make sure we have everything that's under when to run? Let's try and see. First, we're just going to take the section that wasn't in the loop block first, and then run and see what happens. So we have 1 hexagonal line, and then we get in all our lines, but no other hexagons, so our snowflake's not complete. So instead, let's move it back and just connect our instructions back into 3 block. And then because this nest all code, let's nest the first repeat loop inside the second repeat loop. And let's see if we can go a little faster. And we're going to run our code. Oh, she sped through a lot of our hexagons. So now we're down to 6 hexagons in all our lines. So now we have our snowflake. Okay. This icon means a level is a part of a larger project. Changes to be saved across these levels. Let's make our snowflake special. Where do you need to add code if you want to draw a tiny square at the tip of each long line? You can try whatever you want in this puzzle, but here is an idea. Try making a tiny square at the end of each line. Each side should be 15 pixels long and you should turn by 90 degrees. Repeat those actions a total of 4 times. So we want to make little squares at the tips. So we're going to move forward, let's say 15, and then we're going to turn right 90. And it says we should repeat those actions 4 times. First, I'm going to repeat this in my entire repeat loop to see if it will actually go. But it does not look like it. It looks like we're getting all our hexagons and our lines, not our squares. But it did make some nice little images in the center of our puzzle, but not at the end. If you can see where Elsa's standing, you can see a little more steps. So maybe let's see if we move it into the middle. And press finish by accident. We got a couple of squares, but then once again, they're coming in the center of the piece and not at the tip. So we need to play around and move that a little bit more. So I'm going to take this out and move it to the side. I want you guys to try to play around and see where can we place our square loop so that way we can get our squares at the tip of our snowflake line. After that, try part 5 and part 6 of lesson 9 so we can discuss it during our live office hours and maybe play a couple more games. Thank you guys for coming and watching the Suffolk Codes Spring 2021, and I'll see you soon.